Hydroelectricity is generated by the kinetic energy of moving water and is used for electricity generation. 7% of the energy in the U.S. is generated by hydroelectricity. Currently, China is a leading producer in hydroelectricity.
Energy generated by water movement. Electrical energy generated by water motion is often called hydroelectric power. Larger hydroelectric stations, which can generate enough electricity for hundreds of thousands of people, usually involve damming a river. Dams are often built high in the mountains where valley sides are steep. Gates in the dam wall can be opened and closed, directing water through pipes that are angled downhill. The moving water in these pipes turn turbines that are attached to massive generators underground.
The way hydroelectricity works is moving water, which contains kinetic energy, is used to turn a turbine. The turbine then transforms the kinetic energy into electricity. The kinetic energy is then exported to electrical grid with transmission lines. The greater the vertical distance of the water falling equals more potential and electricity it can generate. So the higher flow of the water, the more energy it generates.
Into the flow of electrons, or what is commonly called electricity, the electricity that powers the province. Most hydroelectric stations use either water diverted around the natural drop of a river, such as a waterfall or rapids, or a dam is built across a river to raise the water level and provide the drop needed to create a driving force. Water at the higher level is collected in the forebay. It flows through the plant intake into a pipe called a penstock, which carries it down to a turbine water wheel at the lower water level. The water pressure increases as it flows down the penstock. It is this pressure and flow that drives the turbine that is connected to the generator. Inside the generator is the rotor.
When hydroelectricity is produced in river systems, water is retained behind a low dam through a channel. The advantage of this is there's little flooding upstream, and the seasonal changes in the river are not disrupted. Disadvantages of this are the runoff from rain cannot be stored, and it cannot be generated in hot areas. In water impoundment systems, water is stored in a reservoir behind the dam. This allows electricity generation to be on demand. The flow rate is determined by opening and closing of gates. The Three Gorges Dam is the largest water impoundment systems dam in the world. Another way to produce hydroelectricity is by tidal energy. Tidal energy is the movement of water driven by the gravitational pull of the moon. This uses gates and turbines to capture kinetic energy. This cannot be used as there is a difference in water level. Transmission lines must be constructed near coastlines. The disadvantage of this is that it may disrupt the shoreline and coastal areas. The advantages of hydroelectricity are that it is less expensive, it is cleaner, and it is also a renewable resource. The disadvantages are that it emits greenhouse gases during construction and often filling a reservoir. Another disadvantage is that the free flowing of a river system must be held back in order to produce electricity. Another disadvantage is that aquatic organisms' life cycles are disrupted from the different flow in the water. The Three Gorges Dam is located in China on the Yangtze River. This is the largest dam in the world with a capacity of 18,000 megawatts.
Okay.
This generates 85 billion kilowatt hours per year. This dam provides flood control and protection to millions of people. It is unsuitable for organisms depending on free-flowing rivers.
Three Gorges Dam is one of the world's largest hydropower plants. It spans the Yangtze at Sanluping above the city of Yichang. Below the Three Gorges, the river emerges from its narrow mountainous course to flow across the plains of its middle and lower reaches. China considers the huge dam to be the final step in a long process to control the flooding of the Yangtze River. It has also made it easier for ships to sail to the interior of China.